Hey guys, it's Daya with my second YouTube video ever, and I want to say thank you guys for watching my last video. I had 30 views and 4 subscribers, and I think that's a good start so far. That means I have really good and loyal Instagram followers, so I want to say thank you for that. And I want to tell you guys that videos will be posted every week, one per week, unless I don't post a video that week. That means that the next week there'll be 2 or 3 and etc. And so I want to tell you guys your first acting tip. So every week you guys will get an acting and a makeup tip, and so I'll just put those in with the video, even if it has nothing to do with the video. If I'm singing in a video, I had to give you an acting tip and a makeup tip. And so the first tip is acting agencies are fake if 1, they advertise on other people's acting sites. And on the internet, you know how if you go onto Google, you type in acting agencies in Georgia, right? So it comes up a couple websites up here, and then down here is your search results. Do not click up here, because up here are scams. Do not, I'm going to say it one more time, do not click up here, because up here are scams and down here is real, okay? Not all of them technically, but you know, up here are definitely fake. So the second part to this is if they ask for money up front. If you go to an acting agency interview and they like you, they'll pay for everything until they get you an acting job. Like Tyra Banks, Zendaya, Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez, Jennifer Lopez, everybody says this. So if you go to an acting agency and they like you, they say, oh, I think you're perfect for this, but you need $500, only $500 for your comp cards. Tell them, hold on. You're supposed to pay for these things until I get an acting job. And that's what they're supposed to do. If they book you in Think Like a Man Part 3, just using for example, I don't know if it's going to be a Part 3, but you know, if there's a Part 3 coming out, and they book you in that, you can get paid for that. They're allowed to take some out your check, depending on how much your contract is worth. You know, if they say 40%, they take 40% of your money. So if you have $100, they take $40 out of it. Now you're stuck with $60. So after they do that, they can't take any money from you. Like the scams, like they're not supposed to do that. That's how you know it's a scam. If they ask for money before you get an acting job, and they're wrong. Acting classes can ask you for money because you're paying for classes and you're getting something in return. But how am I paying an acting agency if they didn't book me any jobs? You understand what I mean? Okay. So real acting agencies in Georgia are J Purvis, which is also located in Louisiana, Hewtown Talent, and I think they're in Texas too, but I'm not that sure. AMT and Jenna Van Dyke. And for Jenna Van Dyke, you need reels, which is just a whole bunch of videos of you in professional things, like if you're an extra in this movie and an extra in that movie, or you have a role in this. So you take all those videos and mash them up within 1 to 2 minutes, and that's your reel. But if you don't have any, then I would suggest the other 3, which is J Purvis, Hewtown Talent, and AMT. So I guess the next thing we're supposed to talk about is the actual topic for this week. And the actual topic for this week is race. I'm tired of being on Instagram or going to school or hearing stories on the news just about race. And people don't think that race is that big of a deal. I mean, they might hear about a girl getting bullied, but how did she get bullied? Well, let me tell you a little something about myself. I was bullied in the 7th grade over my race. I moved from upstate New York, which is a predominantly, I can't say that word, it's a mostly white area. So then I moved down to Georgia and I went to a mostly black school. And I was pointed out because even though I am multi-race, they thought I was white. So they made up rumors about me. This, that, and next thing. Said that I called all black people in the room some curse words, and which means that I'd be calling myself that because I am multi-race. To be honest, I'm black, white, and Samoan. I'm not just black. I'm not just white, and I'm not just Samoan. I'm all three. See, three. So I'm triracial. Triracial. Then you have the people who are black and white. Biracial. Anything more than three is multi-raced. So if you have French, German, Irish, Puerto Rican, Cherokee, Black, Bohemian, you're multi-race. There's no big enough number for that. So you're just multi-race, okay? And I'm tired. When I first moved down here, they're like, are you mixed? Do I look like an animal to you? Or a drink? Or something to eat? I'm not mixed, baby. I'm not mixed, okay? If I'm not a drink, if you didn't take Sprite and your iced tea and you mix them together, I'm not that, baby. And I'm definitely not no dog. I'm not a dog. So that means I'm not mixed, okay? Alright, I just want to get that out there. I'm not mixed. I am triracial. I just really feel strongly about that because I think that's totally offensive against anybody who is multi-raced. Is Beyonce mixed? No. She's multi-race. She's Native American, she's black, and she's Puerto Rican. Then you have people like Zendaya. She's biracial. She's black, and she's white. Depending on what type of white her mom is, she's biracial, you know. And then you have other people. There's so many people in the world who are more than one race, but we're not mixed or multi-raced, okay? I just want to get that out there because I'm tired of hearing the word mixed. I'm not a drink, I'm not an animal, and I'm definitely not food. Alright? Okay, so then I want to talk to you guys about all these pictures on Instagram. Like the ones with the old white lady lips that look so thin you can barely see them. It was like y'all you guys are African Americans putting this on your page, but yet if a white person go and they put a picture of a black guy eating chicken and they say all white people do this, I mean all black people do this, you guys would find that offensive, wouldn't you? Just like you guys are talking about all white people with their thin lips. Like, my grandmother doesn't have thin lips. She really doesn't. How do you think I got lips like this? I mean, my lips aren't that thick, but they're not that thin either. So I just wanted to tell you guys about that because you guys are okay with making fun of white people, yet you guys get mad when white people make fun of y'all. You guys don't like it. How would you feel if you make fun of Chinese people? They're like, and then when you go to China, they're like, oh man, we want our chicken. Like, y'all be mad. Y'all would really be mad. So stop with all that. Stop with the whole race thing. People aren't defined by their race. They're defined by their personality, okay? Looks have nothing. If I put a brick wall right in front of me right now, just by my personality, a whole bunch more people would like me. But because you're looking at my race, you don't like me though, right? Okay. It's all good. I'm just trying to open up your guys' eyes on this topic because I think it's really offensive and you guys shouldn't be doing that. Just stop with the whole race thing. Only judge people by their personality. Not by what you hear, not by what they look like, not by what they wear, not by what they have, but their personalities only. And I swear to you, you'll meet a whole bunch more nice people. And the whole fakeness thing would totally stop. I'm telling you. If you look through and you didn't even see the person, if you never got to see a boy before, and if you're a female, you never got to see the dude before, and you only judge him by his personality, I bet you'd be able to find the nicest boy, skip all over the ones who cheated on you, and who would talk about you or send out your pictures, all this stuff. You skip right past it, because you're talking to do with the personality. But you guys only judge by looks. Now, I can go to the hottest guy in the whole school and probably go out with him, and then he'll be the worst, sending out all my pictures talking about me behind my back and doing all these other things. So if you guys don't want that to happen, judge by personality, not looks, race, what he has or what she has, and what they do. You do as in for a living, not do as in what they do on an everyday basis. Like, because if I'm rude to my friends and I have a boyfriend now I'm totally nice to, that means I'm going to be rude to him at some point. And I'm going to be rude to whoever's with him. So just judge people by who they are, not what they look like. Judge what's on the inside and not what's out. Okay? Because if you look at a caterpillar, yeah, it might be ugly now, And then when it turns into a butterfly, it's totally beautiful, and you never know. Because the people who you don't look at now, who's sitting in the back of the classroom, has nobody to work with, one day they're going to be somebody. They might be the president of the United States, and you won't even know. You'll be like, oh man, I had a class on him. Yeah, you know what you did? You picked on him. You sat there and you picked on him. Just like people who had picked on me in the past. They're starting to regret because they're starting to see who I am. And because I forgive people, I'm just like, oh, it's okay, it's whatever. Like, I don't even care about it. But what about if I was different? And I said, you know what, I'm not going to deal with you. Just because you made fun of me in the 7th grade, like, or in the 3rd grade, or in the 5th grade. You guys would feel pretty messed up, wouldn't you? That means that nobody would have friends. So I'm just letting you guys know, just judge what's on the inside and not what's out. So that's your lesson of the week. Don't judge a book by its cover. I probably had a lot of mistakes, but you know, it's only my 2nd video, and I promise I'll get better. So hit subscribe and comment on what my next video should be about. Oh, and to Belieber for Life 15 on Instagram, I'm going to do your video next week on the Demi Lovato Really Don't Care makeup. And I found that's really simple, you know? That's one of my everyday makeup. So I'll see you guys next week.